Hi guys, it's Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, and that's the day I do cooking, baking. I do during the week, but I wanted to show you one of my favorites that I like to make, and it's very simple. And one of the things that I'd like to tell you about me is I love pizza. I could eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I love it, any kind of pizza. Well, maybe not the pineapple one, but so tonight what I'm going to make, and this is so simple to make, you're just not going to believe it. I'm going to zest my lemon while I'm talking to you so I can finish that up. So when I go to make pizzas for us at home, I generally get the balboli, I think it's called balboli, the pre-made crust. Well, tonight I'm making a shrimp scampi pizza. That's right. And it's so easy. It's ridiculous easy. But let me tell you something. It tastes so good. So I'm going to try to get to film this right. Right now I'm just zesting a lemon. And I'll tell you why shortly. Okay. Lemon, you're done. Okay. So what can you put the pizza on? Well, I told you I use balboli. Sometimes I'll use the Pillsbury crust. I'm not crazy about that. But I was looking at a recipe on Pinterest, actually, and they used naan bread. And I thought, okay, that's a good idea because it'll still kind of get it like a little bit of a crust, but you don't want like huge. You want to taste the shrimp. You want to do everything. So let me tell you what I got ready. I have some fresh cut parsley, some lemon zest. That is all over my thing. I have salt and pepper. I have, this is pre-made garlic butter with a little bit of Parmesan cheese mixed in. So I got that at Sprouts. I've got some shredded mozzarella. If you don't know, I like using these paper plates because they are biodegradable. And I got some shrimp. Now let me tell you about the shrimp I got. I bought small shrimp. And you might be saying, okay, why? Why did you buy small shrimp? Because when you're making this pizza, you want a bite of shrimp and everything, but you don't want a honking bite of shrimp. You want it to be delicate, So if these were bigger, I would have cut them down. I would have cut them down this way and laid them on. They are raw because they don't take very long. They're very small. So they will cook on your pizza. Don't worry. But if you want to cook them at a time, you're welcome to. So yeah, they're little and they're all washed and I cleaned them out. So they're all ready to go. So I did all that earlier so I didn't have to fuss. Okay, so what I did was I turned the oven on 400 and I have a baking sheet back here that I have a piece of parchment paper on. And this is the naan bread. So really it's just going to be like a flatbread. And there's 2 in this package. So it should be pretty easy. Let's see. Hopefully it'll come out good. Okay, so what I want to do is kind of crisp this up. It never fails. I rip it open. I still have to cut it off. It's just stupid. Really stupid. Okay, so I'm going to take my naan out. And there they are. So they're perfect personal piece. Now I have extras if I want to make more, if Billy's hungry and he wants, but I think that's probably enough. I make pizzas out of everything. I have a cheeseburger pizza recipe. I have a breakfast pizza recipe, taco, buffalo chicken. For me, it's wonderful. So what I'm going to do is stick these in the oven real quick. Remember, it's been on 400. So I'm just going to put it on the tray. Stick it in for a second. And then I'm going to start telling you how we're going to put this together. So while it's getting warmed up and just a little crispy in there, what I want to do is, shrimp scampi, you have to have the garlic and the butter, right? So what I will do is take the pre-made garlic butter and I am going to spread it on the pizza. And then I took some to the side and I melted it because I want the flavor to come up from the bottom and down from the top. So the first thing we'll do is we'll put that garlic butter on there. We'll put a little bit of parsley, some salt and pepper, and then we'll put the mozzarella. We'll put some mozzarella on the bottom. Then we'll take the shrimps and we'll arrange them on there. And I'm going to show you all this. Then we're going to put lemon zest, more mozzarella, and a little more parsley on top. And then we're going to cook it. And we're going to cook it until the cheese is bubbly and brown, and that it actually, cheese on the bottom, cheese on top, we'll sandwich it together. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's what we're going to do. So, as we're just waiting to do that, let me tell you about my breakfast pizza. So, breakfast pizza is, maybe the night before I make 2 or 3 scrambled eggs. Just put them to the side in a container. Next day, I make sausage gravy. So generally, I'll either buy it in a can already done, or I'll buy the packages, you know. And then for the pizza, I usually use mozzarella, but sometimes I use cheddar too. It just depends. And I'll use some kind of a breakfast meat that I've already pre-cooked, whether sausage, bacon, sometimes ham. And so same thing with the pizza. You're gonna put the sauce on the bottom, you're gonna put cheese, you're gonna put your eggs, sprinkle them around. Sometimes I'll make like a Mexican one where I'll put some peppers and some tomatoes and onion, and then the meat, and then more cheese, and then I'll sprinkle it with taco seasoning, and then cook it like that. So yeah, I hope it turns out. So what I'm going to do right now is turn the camera off, move the camera so you can see better, and see what I'm doing, and we'll get this pizza going. Okay, pizzas are out of the oven. I got my towel over my shoulder. We're ready to go. They're nice and warm and toasty. So I'm going to take the garlic butter, okay, and I'm going to smear it on my naan bread. And because the naan is pretty warm, it's gonna probably start melting right away. But I do want it to be covered pretty good. So that's okay. And the parchment paper will help for cleanup too. Put some on the other one. Gosh, Chris, that's a lot of butter and garlic. Yes, that's what shrimp scampi is. Butter and garlic and shrimp. Okay. Sorry it's making that noise, but I have it elevated so you might be able to see it a little bit better but every time I move it. Okay, so I have that all smothered up, okay? So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese on the bottom. So shredded mozzarella, make sure I get a nice good coating on there. This is extra fine, shredded. It doesn't really matter to me, but this is what they had, so this is what I was using. Okay, so I got some on that one. And I am sometimes a little heavy-handed with the cheese, but we like the cheese. And mix it. I missed the side here, right there, and a little bit more right here. Okay. Now, parsley, fresh parsley. So I'm gonna sprinkle that all over there. Sprinkle that all there. I just chopped all that parsley up. We wanna give it some good parsley. Nice green color. And then I'm gonna give it a little salt and pepper. Well, actually, I'll put my shrimp on. Okay, so shrimps are gonna go on just like that. And I'm gonna strategically place them so that just about every bite you have has a piece of shrimp. That's what we want. And really, if you have, I mean, you can make your own garlic butter at home, you know that. It's not a big deal. But the thing about that is, if you have frozen shrimp, raw shrimp in your freezer, and you have a frozen naan bread, or you always have a naan on hand, You can make quick appetizer. Somebody, pops by, bring them in the kitchen, give them a glass of wine, talk to them, and they can watch you put this together, smell it cooking, and they'll be like, what? Did you know we were coming? No. We always eat like this, like queens. Okay, I'm going to see if I can show you what this looks like. So you're going to get moved down around a little bit. So there you go. Okay? Okay. Next, what do we need? We're going to put the salt and pepper on next, okay? So this way our shrimps can get the salt and pepper. I probably would use white pepper for this, but I don't have any white pepper. And then my lemon zest, just to give it a little bit of a lemony flavor to it. So you can add as much as you like. Now I'm going to take the rest of my cheese and I'm going to use this whole thing of cheese. Okay? So now I'm going to put more cheese on, and as this melts, it's going to bind with the cheese underneath it and hold it all together. And it's going to be nice. So nice. And try to get it all covered. I am so sloppy with this. Okay. And finish it up. The cheese. And more on you right there. And a little more on you, and you, and you, and you. Cheese, cheese. Okay, now, here's the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to have to move my pan, so bear with me. I had to sit up. Okay, so remember I took that little bit of garlic from earlier, the butter, and now I'm going to just pour it over top of this pizza so that goodness can go from the top to the bottom. You could also use just olive oil, whatever your heart wants to do. And then I'll put a little bit more parsley on top just for prettiness. And you're going for a ride. There she is. They're ready to go in the oven. So I'm going to put them in the oven, and then I'll take them out and show them to you. And there it is. Now, I probably could have left it to go a little bit longer to brown it a little bit more, but I was afraid I might burn it, so there it is. Now, if you don't have one of these, go get one of these. What is it? Biellette Casse Italiane. I'm telling you, this thing is the bomb. So let me show you. While it's still warm, down the middle. 1, 2. Down the middle. Down the middle. I'm gonna lose my glasses. 1, 2. Now, let me show you the inside. So the crust is already done. The shrimp are nice and pink. You got the melted cheese, you got the parsley. I can smell the garlic. Am I gonna try it right now? Hell no, because I will burn the inside of my mouth. So I'm gonna let it cool for a second. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you try it. Have fun.